So I'm just going to be giving you some of my predictions for the remaining bowl games. I mean, I know a good amount of the bowl season's over with, but a lot of those games I'd say are lower tier bowl games, the ones that are played before Christmas, featuring many average group of five teams, and then there's some better group of five teams that are just facing off against each other. But those I say like first and second tier bowl games. Most of these now are more of the third and fourth tier bowl games, which I like to say are either like a 7 and 5 Power Five teams, or maybe like a Oklahoma State Virginia Tech matchup, or a Sanford TCU matchup, where they're not quite power national title contenders like a New Year's Six bowl caliber, but they're still very good top ranked teams, I'd say. So, without further ado, I'm going to start off with my predictions with today. This is December 28th. And I'm not going to do my two playoff predictions. I'm going to start, I'll do those in separate videos. And so we'll start off. We got the Military Bowl. We got Navy and Virginia. I'm going to say Navy wins this. I think it's going to be pretty close, but I don't know how close. I'm going to go 31-21. Then we have Oklahoma and Virginia Tech. Two good teams. I just think Oklahoma State's a little bit better. I just think they're more talented. I think they're able to move the ball pretty good. I'm going to have them 31-17. Then we have Stanford and TCU. I'm going to go with the TCU Horned Frogs. And I'm going to go TCU 38-35 in a very high-scoring game. I think both these teams, have good reasons to be there. I think they should be proud of what happened this year. And I just think they're just going to come out on top at the end of the day. Michigan State, Washington State. Washington State's a hard team to gauge because they're so inconsistent. They beat USC. They get killed by Washington. They get killed by Cal. They lose to Arizona State. Or Arizona, I forget. No, it was Arizona. So I just don't know which team's going to show up. I think Michigan State's more consistent. I just think they're the better football team. I got Michigan State win this one 31-17. Then we're moving on to tomorrow. We have the Belk Bowl, which is Wake Forest and Texas A&M. I'm going to go with Wake Forest. I just think they have a little bit more to play for, and I have that in the score of 24-17. Both teams 7-5, more of like a third tier bowl game, third 3.5, but still decent bowl game to watch. Same thing with the Hyundai Sun Bowl, probably 3-4 tier bowl. NC State, Arizona State. I'm gonna go NC State, and I don't really know how close this is gonna be. I'm gonna go 35-24. I just think they're just a better football team. And the Music City Bowl, once again, probably another third tier bowl game. But Northwestern should be proud of what they've done. Started out kind of shaky, and I think they've gotten better throughout the year. I'm going to have them beating Kentucky, and I think they're going to win 31-21, which would make another 10-win season for Northwestern. It's pretty impressive because it's Northwestern. Pat Fitzgerald's done a really good job with that program. I just don't know if he can ever get them over the hump, but 10 wins is like a national championship for Northwestern, so they should be happy about that. Now we got a bowl game that's kind of weird. I'm surprised that it's still that this is after Christmas. Actually, it's the Arizona Bowl. It's New Mexico State and Utah State. Don't really know a lot about these teams. I'm going Utah State 27-20. This is like a first or second tier bowl game. Really, this is not a great bowl game, but if you don't have anything to watch, put it on. Why not? And then you got the big one, New Year's Six Bowl, the top end bowl game, USC Ohio State. It's going to be a good one, but I don't think it's going to be a good one for USC. I think they're kind of overrated. I think they've gone away with a few close ones this year, and they're not going to get away with an Ohio State team that's very talented up front, and they got a good quarterback, JT Barrett, who's going to want to get out on top, and they got some nice young running backs. Ohio State, man, they're just going to win. They're just going to be better, 38-24. And then now we're moving on to the 30th. So we still got a decent amount of bowl games, heading into the 30th, into the weekend, You still got 9 bowl games heading into the 30th. So far, going into today, we have 18. After today, we have 14. and then the 28th, 29th, and 30th really knock it down a lot, and yeah. So, because you have after Christmas, you have 25 bowl games left, and then that number goes down 7 to 18, and then in the next 3 days, it goes down to 5. It goes from 18 to 5, 18 to 9. So if you want to watch your bowl games, watch them from the 28th to the 30th, because there's 4 games, 5 games, and 4 games. So you can pretty much watch college football from 12 at lunchtime till 12 o'clock at night if you really want to. So, back to the business. We got the 30th. We got the TaxSlayer Bowl. We have Louisville and Mississippi State. Decent bowl game. Probably 4-tier bowl. I'm going to go Mississippi State. I just think they're, Moorhead's leaving to go there. I think he's going to do well there. I just think they're just a little bit better. It's going to be close, but I got a 35-27. Now we got the AutoZone Liberty Bowl, right? That's Iowa State and Memphis. It's an interesting matchup. A good Memphis team and an Iowa State team at 7-5, but they could have very been 9-3, and a very good season for them. That upset over Oklahoma was a big one, and they were playing well during this year a lot, so they should be happy about that. I just think Memphis is just a little bit better, but I could really see Iowa State winning this one. I got Memphis 42-35 in a shootout. Then we have the Fiesta Bowl, and that is Penn State and Washington. Obviously, I know a lot about that game because, Penn State's my team. And I picked Penn State 31-27 in my other video, and I'm going to stick with that. I just think Penn State's a little bit better, but I think Washington's a very good team, and they should be happy about what they've achieved these last 2 years. Then we got the Orange Bowl, Wisconsin and Miami. Wisconsin, I think Miami's just kind of slumped down to where they really are. They had a lot of close wins early on in the year, and I just think they just weren't as good as they were. And I got Wisconsin 21-17. Then we got the Outback Bowl. That's Michigan and South Carolina. Both teams 8-4. I think South Carolina's got a little more to play for, and I think they're just a little bit better. And Michigan State's got some issues at the quarterback position, but watch out next year because I think they're going to be good with that talent that he's brought in the 16 and 17 recruiting cycles. So I got South Carolina 17-14. And the Outback Bowl is the start of the New Year's Day bowl games, which there's only 5, but I'm only doing 3 previews because I'm going to do the individual playoff ones. So then we move on to our second one, the last New Year's 6 bowl, the last non-playoff New Year's 6 bowl. So more like a New Year's 4 bowl that's non-playoff. That's the Peach Bowl. UCF 12-0 versus Auburn, who's in a weird position at 10-3. I still think Auburn's just better. Scott Frost is moving on to Nebraska. Should do a decent job there. Got to bring that back to Nebraska because they haven't done anything in the last 15 years. So I think, but I still think Auburn's going to win 38-28. And then we got the Citrus Bowl. All right, we got LSU and Notre Dame, both teams 9-3. Notre Dame's looking really good in the middle of the year. If this was in the middle of the year, I would be picking Notre Dame 35-14 or something like that. It's the bad thing is it's not the middle of the year anymore. They all got killed by Miami. They lost to Stanford and they barely beat Navy. So with the ring of that, I got LSU 27-24. So, subscribe, let me know what you think. Let's see how it goes in these last few bowl games. So far on ESPN, I've done a pretty good job. I've picked I got like 14 right out of like 22, so I'm doing decent. So we'll see if I can keep it up. It's a wrap, guys. Peace out.